Alright, we are back on Hypixel Skyblock, and as you can see, I got the full Lapis armor. Let's just say I no longer use this. It's completely obsolete. But as you can see, I expanded the minion area a little bit up here. I put down 2 iron minions just because we have unlocked golem armor, and I want some of that. I've also upgraded this gold minion to 5. He's producing so much. And then we've got a cow minion over here as well. A full carrot farm just to make some more extra money, but the real money is coming from down here. These are all mushroom minions. Alright, I probably should have filmed this, but I've made a little bit of change to the base. We now have a dedicated portal area. I just don't want to run around the hub every time I need to get somewhere. And I got this guy, a silverfish pet. Not exactly sure how good the silverfish pet is in terms of other pets. I haven't done a lot of research on that. My goal this episode is to get powerful enough that we can survive in pretty much every area of the map. I mean, we can't kill a single enderman. We're too weak. So, golem armor and a stronger sword. That is the goal. So, what I want to do now is actually start making this armor. We have almost 2 stacks, which is about half of what we need. But there we go. Here are the Golem Leggings. This is a huge step forward. This is the first piece of our first, actually good set of armor. So now this next thing I'm about to do could be a massive mistake. But I'm going to withdraw 20% of our balance. We now have 83,000 coins, and I'm gonna buy a super cleaver. I was using the regular cleaver a lot, but I got this fiery sword, which I will admit is one of the worst weapons in the game. I'm not oblivious to that. But yeah, this does 50 damage, 40 strength. If we look in here, the super cleaver, 85 damage, 20 strength. Alright, so I just bought it. Oh, that kind of hurt. Wow, that was a lot of money. But hopefully it'll be worth it. Oh, this only started with 20 strength anyway. Hopefully we get a good reforge, and then we can start getting to work enchanting that as well. Alright, so at this point my mic stopped recording. No idea why, so I'll be recording this audio after the fact from this point forward. So after I bought the super cleaver, I had to reforge it. Ideally, I want the strength to be higher than our previous sword, which has been giving a pretty big buff with the heroic reforge. So now that we've gotten the epic reforge, we already have more strength, but I'm going to enchant it so that I get sharpness because I want to maximize our damage dealt per hit. And we wound up getting knockback, which is kind of annoying, but vampirism is awesome and makes up for that. Now I want to go test this in the deep caverns. So, this is insane. The damage we do on a regular hit with the super cleaver is more than a crit with the fiery sword. In under 5 minutes, we have doubled our damage. Oh. I am seeing, though, that the super cleaver does have durability, which absolutely sucks. But I'm still going to need to figure out how I can repair it, or if I can repair it at all. If not, I should probably be working towards a stronger sword anyway. So, now that we have our damage boost taken care of, I think it's time to figure out the armor situation. I did a lot of research in between episodes, and it turns out that golem armor is actually better than hardened diamond armor in pretty much every single way except for PvP. And because the Coliseum is closed, I don't really care about that at all. So I've set up the 2 iron minions to be generating iron blocks for storage sake. We can store 9 times more resources that way. And from what they make alone, I get around 40 enchanted iron every day. But that's not enough. I want this as soon as possible, so I'm going to be buying and selling to make enough money to afford the required enchanted iron. So I've made over 400,000 coins this past week while doing pretty much nothing. And I'll explain to you guys how I did that. So I'm going to keep this very simple. The Bazaar works on a system of supply and demand. The supply is people selling, and the demand is people buying. A quick explanation keeping this very simple. If I'm selling 10 mushrooms and 20 people need them, they're going to be willing to pay me more to make sure that they are the one who I sell them to. Here, the demand is greater than the supply, and as a result, the price rises. If I'm selling the same 10 mushrooms and only 2 people want them, then I'm going to have to lower the price in order to get rid of all my mushrooms. Here, the supply is greater than the demand, and as a result, the price falls. This is how, for example, mutton was able to go from 50 coins per piece to 9 over this past weekend. This directly relates to the Bazaar. If you look in the advanced mode, you can see the supply and demand for each item. You ideally want to produce and hold a lot of items where the price is rising or people are buying more than they're selling. It's also a good idea to hold a lot of items where the supply and demand are roughly equal, as the coins per item you make remain roughly the same over time. This is a low risk asset. I've used this formula to make 400,000 coins this week by doing absolutely nothing. So I know it works. But gold is the exception here, because for some reason the price pretty much never changes, even though there's way more supply than demand of gold ingots. So back to the present. I bought the enchanted iron ingots with a sell order because I'm pretty sure I single-handedly made the price raise by about 200 coins per item, and then I headed back to my base to craft the armor. This was so expensive it almost hurt. But oh my gosh, look at those stats after reforging. This defense is insane. We've had to sacrifice a little bit of speed, but I'm definitely going to make up for that by buying talismans, so this is totally worth it. This is better than both the armors we were using before combined. This is going to be our new primary set. I'm going to get to testing this out and enchanting it, and I want a few key enchants. I'm going to want at least Prot 4 on everything and growth, and then we're going to be unstoppable. So here we are testing in the Blazing Fortress, and this armor is amazing. I barely take any damage at all. Yeah, I am unstoppable! So to wrap this episode up, I'm gonna build a magma cream minion pit, and because these things can jump so high, I've had to build this thing up like 5 blocks. Kind of annoying because you can't place anything on top of fences, including other fences, but it's not that big of a deal. And while I was doing this, I got some pretty nice aerial shots of the island, so here we go. So after a little bit more testing in the deep caverns, I'm pretty much unkillable. I pretty much can't be killed by anything outside of the end, so this is insane. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, hit that like button down below. This was a bit different because microphone stopped working, but let me know if you enjoyed this format more. If I don't get any feedback, I'm just going to return to what I was doing before. So with that being said, hit that like button down below. Also hit that subscribe button. It's free. You can always unsubscribe. I need to figure out my own outro and stop ripping off Dream. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.